Meghan Markle's bizarre hospital room dance just shattered the internet, and now Netflix is scrambling. How did one video cause this much chaos? Meghan Markle shocked everyone by posting a strange dance video from her pregnancy, allegedly 4 years old, but many doubt its authenticity. Prince Harry lurks oddly in the background, his face hidden, raising major red flags. Now, this quirky clip has spiraled into a PR nightmare, leaving Netflix executives frantically picking up the pieces. Imagine casually scrolling through your Instagram feed, expecting the usual celebrity selfies or inspirational quotes. Then suddenly, Meghan Markle pops up on your screen, heavily pregnant and awkwardly dancing in a hospital room to a blaring rap track. Yeah, it's exactly as bizarre as it sounds. There's Meghan trying desperately to strike poses and even throwing in some awkward twerking, while Prince Harry, looking completely out of place, lurks in the background, face turned suspiciously away from the camera. People immediately flooded comment sections with confusion, disbelief, and straight-up mockery. It wasn't just a weird celebrity moment, it instantly became an internet phenomenon. Memes exploded within minutes, comparing Meghan's awkward moves to everything from drunk aunt vibes at a family wedding to mom embarrassing you at school pickup. Social media lit up, roasting Meghan relentlessly, so much so that the video practically became unavoidable. TikTokers and Twitter detectives swiftly turned Meghan's bizarre dance into the internet's favorite new obsession. But amidst the laughter and meme-making, questions began swirling. Why was Prince Harry's face intentionally obscured? Was Meghan deliberately hiding when this was filmed? And why post this video at all? Was this supposed to empower, amuse, or simply confuse? The clip wasn't just awkward, it was undeniably cringeworthy, prompting almost everyone who watched it to stop, rewind, and think, wait, what did I just see? But as funny as the memes and reactions are, could there be something more troubling hiding behind Meghan's viral moment? Meghan insists this dancing disaster was filmed 4 years ago, during her pregnancy. But social media detectives have entered the chat, and they're convinced something isn't adding up. Frame by frame, fans and critics alike are dissecting every tiny detail. The hairstyle Meghan's rocking, the hospital room decor, even the lighting, searching desperately for clues to confirm or debunk her timeline. But there's one detail that's got everyone raising eyebrows: Prince Harry's mysteriously hidden face. In every single frame, Harry's turned away or conveniently obscured. Suspicious? Absolutely. Because let's face it, if Harry's face had been clearly visible, it would only take internet sleuths minutes to pinpoint exactly when this moment was captured. Speculation spiraled rapidly. Why the secrecy, Meghan? Why avoid transparency about something seemingly so harmless? Internet forums exploded, with Reddit threads and TikTok videos passionately debating conspiracy theories, some suggesting the video might actually be a recent staged publicity stunt. Meanwhile, Twitter erupted into a frenzy, demanding answers. Could this actually be Meghan's latest attempt at attention grabbing? Or is there another explanation entirely? Perhaps something Meghan is trying desperately to hide. Because let's be honest, if it were genuinely 4 years old, why wouldn't Meghan just prove it and silence her critics immediately? Every second Meghan refuses to clarify this timeline, the doubts get louder and the scandal grows deeper. Just how long can Meghan let this controversy rage before it irreparably damages her credibility? Or is it already too late? Instead of backing down or offering a simple explanation, Meghan Markle has gone on the offensive, full force. Rather than quietly deleting the video or addressing concerns directly, she's doubling down on her right to express herself, painting the entire ordeal as a personal attack against her identity as a mother and a woman. Meghan released statements and subtle jabs on social media, claiming that the video was never meant for public consumption. But now that it's out, it's her way of reclaiming the narrative. In her words, this was about showing strength, confidence, and independence in the face of online hate. But her so-called empowerment message has not landed the way she hoped. Critics argue that Meghan is simply spinning criticism into victimhood, making it seem like anyone questioning the video is just jealous or unhealed. She's even suggested that the backlash is proof of her impact, claiming, "If people are this bothered, I must be doing something right." Is Meghan genuinely standing up for self-expression, or is this just another chapter in her long-running saga of deflection and shifting blame? Her tone comes off as dismissive and, at times, almost smug, comparing herself to trailblazing women who refuse to apologize for being authentic. But for many viewers, it feels less like authenticity and more like arrogance. And let's not forget her now infamous quote, "It's my purpose to show the critics who the real parent is." That line alone sent social media into a frenzy, memes, hot takes, and side eyes galore. Is Meghan trying to turn every controversy into a teachable moment for the rest of us? Or is she blind to the fact that each empowerment speech only fuels more skepticism? The more she pushes back, the more it seems she's building herself up as some kind of misunderstood martyr. But at what cost? Can Meghan's bold stance actually win over public opinion? Or is she just making things worse every time she speaks out? The drama only intensifies from here. Behind the scenes, Netflix is feeling the heat like never before. Executives were reportedly blindsided by the release of Meghan's dance video, with insiders saying that nobody on her team or at Netflix had been given a heads up. The backlash was swift and fierce, and the streaming giant found itself right in the middle of an internet firestorm, one they never signed up for. As the negative headlines rolled in, frantic phone calls and emergency meetings started happening across time zones. Netflix executives scrambled to do damage control, with reports of emails and texts flying back and forth late into the night. Some higher-ups immediately reached out to Meghan, urging her to take down the controversial post before it could spiral any further. But Meghan, standing her ground, flat out refused. The video remained live, racking up views and criticism by the second. Internally, the company's PR and marketing teams went into overdrive, trying to come up with a plan to shield Netflix's brand from Meghan's self-inflicted controversy. With Love, Meghan, which was supposed to be Netflix's feel-good reputation repair project, suddenly looked like a risky bet. Executives were stuck in a classic rock and a hard place situation. If they sided with Meghan, they'd appear tone-deaf to public opinion. If they distanced themselves, they risked angering a star they'd invested millions in. It's a no-win scenario, and the tension is reportedly at an all-time high. The world is watching Netflix's next move. Will they keep backing Meghan in the hopes she can weather the storm, or will they cut their losses and quietly move on? And with every day the video stays up, the stakes get higher, the headlines get harsher, and the company's reputation hangs in the balance. Can Netflix regain control of the narrative, or is this the beginning of a long and costly PR nightmare for the streaming giant? One thing's for sure, the pressure cooker is only getting hotter. If you think the drama is wild on social media, you should see what's happening inside Netflix headquarters. The fallout from Meghan's viral video hasn't just triggered a PR headache, it's created total chaos behind the scenes. Sources say that once the clip started trending, frantic emails and Slack messages flooded the offices. Marketing teams are stuck in endless Zoom calls, frantically rewriting press releases and scrambling to figure out how to spin the controversy, if that's even possible. High-level meetings have reportedly gotten heated. Some executives like Ted Sarandos and Greg Peters are butting heads over what to do next. Do they double down and back Meghan as a bold, misunderstood voice, or quietly scale back her presence before the damage spreads? Every department, from content development to legal, is on edge. Some producers are allegedly worried about being associated with the project, while others just want to cut their losses and move on. And the drama isn't just about damage control. With Love, Meghan, which was in the middle of prepping a new installment, is now in total limbo. Scripts are being torn up and rewritten, scenes featuring hospitals or motherhood are under the microscope, and production schedules have been thrown out the window. Reshoots are delayed, guest appearances are being reconsidered, and rumors are swirling that some crew members want out entirely. Nobody wants to be linked to what's become the internet's favorite punchline. Some insiders are whispering that the atmosphere inside Netflix is downright toxic, with blame flying in every direction. Was this a failure of oversight, a risk that backfired, or just plain bad luck? Whatever the cause, it's clear that the platform's clean slate gamble on Meghan Markle has backfired spectacularly. As Netflix tries to steady the ship, everyone's wondering, will the company stick by Meghan and try to salvage the project, or will they pull the plug before the controversy drags them down even further? One thing is obvious, the behind-the-scenes chaos is just as dramatic as anything playing out online. As the hours ticked by, the public reaction only intensified. Social media platforms became battlegrounds, with hashtags like Meghan Dancegate and hashtag NetflixFail trending worldwide. Memes spread like wildfire, some ruthless, some downright hilarious. One viral clip mashed up Meghan's dance with music from classic slapstick comedies, while another showed internet detectives investigating her hospital room like it was a scene out of CSI. Even late-night talk show hosts started poking fun, with punchlines targeting not just Meghan's moves, but also Netflix's crisis management. But beyond the jokes, the criticism turned serious. Comment sections under every article and video were flooded with angry and disappointed viewers. Many felt betrayed, saying Meghan's actions made a mockery of motherhood and authenticity. Others accused Netflix of being desperate for views at any cost, questioning the platform's decision to put so much faith in a single, polarizing star. Viewer trust, a precious commodity in the streaming wars, began to erode. Some users openly threatened to cancel their subscriptions, tagging Netflix and demanding accountability. "Is this really what my subscription pays for?" one frustrated tweet read. Petitions even surfaced online, calling for Netflix to issue a public statement or distance themselves from Meghan entirely. And the speculation only got wilder. Was the video a publicity stunt gone wrong, or just a shocking lapse in judgment? Did Meghan post it to intentionally stir up controversy for attention, or was she simply out of touch with her audience? Theories multiplied by the hour, and every new rumor kept the story in the headlines. What's certain is that the backlash has taken on a life of its own. Every minute the video stays up, more people jump in with their hot takes, making it almost impossible for the scandal to die down. The question now, can Meghan and Netflix survive this tidal wave of negativity, or is the damage already done? The storm isn't letting up anytime soon. When Meghan Markle posted her hospital room dance, she likely thought she was sending an empowering message, proof that women, even in vulnerable moments, can celebrate themselves. Maybe she envisioned a wave of support and applause, fans cheering her on for her bravery, her candor, her willingness to be real. For a brief moment, some viewers did rally behind her, praising her confidence and boldness. But it didn't take long for the tone online to shift, from applause to absolute cringe. As the video spread, more people saw less empowerment and more awkward performance. The supposed message of self-love started to look like a desperate grab for attention. Main character syndrome became the buzzword. People said Meghan seemed obsessed with being the star of her own movie, no matter the cost. Instead of inspiring others, she became a meme, the subject of parody videos and TikToks that mocked her every move. What should have been a feel-good moment morphed into a never-ending internet roast. And the more Meghan spoke out, the worse it seemed to get. Her attempts to frame herself as a misunderstood role model, someone being attacked just for being herself, felt forced and out of touch. Social commentators noted the disconnect. You can't claim authenticity while posting highly curated, performative content and ignoring honest feedback. For many, the whole episode symbolized a larger pattern in Meghan's public life, turning controversy into victimhood and criticism into personal attack. Meanwhile, Netflix, hoping for a wholesome mom power narrative, watched as their investment slid straight into the realm of embarrassment. With Love, Meghan, which once promised relatability and warmth, now risked becoming synonymous with awkwardness and disconnect. The show's original message got completely overshadowed by the viral disaster. At this point, what was meant to lift Meghan up has only made her more isolated from public support. Her idea of empowerment has, ironically, become a cautionary tale, how quickly a bold move can backfire when it misses the cultural mark. And as the ridicule keeps coming, Meghan is left with a choice: double down again, or finally listen to the world's reaction. Either way, the internet isn't about to let her forget this moment anytime soon. With the world still buzzing about her viral dance fiasco, you'd think Meghan Markle might step back, reflect, and try to smooth things over. But if history is any indication, that's not her style. Insiders are already whispering that Meghan's reaction to the backlash has only strengthened her resolve to stay loud and unapologetic. Rather than offer an apology or clarification, she's reportedly planning to double down with bigger, bolder statements on her podcast and more provocative social media posts. It's the classic Markle playbook. Take controversy and spin it into a teachable moment. Instead of dialing down the drama, she seems eager to embrace it, fueling the narrative that she's a misunderstood truth-teller, standing up against haters and the media. Meghan is allegedly telling friends and team members that the criticism is proof she's making waves and starting important conversations, even as public opinion sours. Meanwhile, the production team behind With Love Meghan is bracing for impact. Rumors are flying that Meghan wants to tackle even more controversial topics in future episodes, topics that are almost guaranteed to stir debate and potentially ignite new backlash. Netflix, already reeling from the current disaster, is left in a difficult position. Do they let Meghan have free rein, risking more PR headaches? Or do they quietly rein her in and hope to regain some control over the narrative? It's a risky game. Every time Meghan leans into the storm, she gambles her remaining public goodwill and Netflix's reputation. If her next move is just as controversial, or even more so, she might finally push things past the point of no return. Will her defiance cement her legacy as a boundary-breaking icon, or will it send her spiraling into irrelevance? One thing's for sure, all eyes are glued to what Meghan will do next. And in today's era of viral moments and cancel culture, the next headline could be even bigger, bolder, and messier than the last. Let's face it, Netflix signed Meghan for a safe celebrity redemption. Instead, they've unleashed a walking PR disaster. Public trust is slipping through their fingers. Meghan's continued defiance isn't bravery, it's brand suicide. Netflix is probably reconsidering their whole strategy right now, desperate to cut losses. Will Meghan Markle become Netflix's costliest regret? Hit subscribe to keep up with the latest royal drama, and tell us, do you think Meghan should delete the video, or is she justified in leaving it up?